Hello, you beautiful people. Ooh, my eye itching. I am about to watch Married to Medicine, the last week's episode, before the one that comes up this Sunday. There's been so many things online, and I think I made a short form video somewhere saying that I missed the days when we did not know what's going on behind the scenes, and then we see it in our real time on the TV, and then realize these people are lightweight crazy. These people are people. Heavenly has always been, Dr. Heavenly Kimes has always been a person that has stood on her beliefs and stood on her opinions. Her famous saying, and I'm going to say it and I'm going to take it back. This falls in that same wheelhouse. She can be friends with gay men. She can be friends with black gay men. Carlos King, Funky Dineva, she does not see them as real men. That is what she said in her live. Now, I don't follow Heavenly on any platform. I don't follow any star that I'm not a fan like that. Like, I watch it, so I'm gonna follow you. I'm not like that. Like, if I like your content, I'm gonna follow you. I've never followed Funky Dineva. People have reported about the things that he has said. And I don't really jive with him. I don't follow Heavenly on any type of platforms either. However, I did watch her and Carlos Messy Mondays once in a while. I feel like, and then I'm gonna be all over the place for a hot second. Funky Dineva came out and said that, Heavenly says that to me all the time. And I feel like he gives her a pass every single time, and I don't know if he'll continue to give her a pass. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the homophobia that comes from the black community is rooted in religion, which most things, war, love, hate, is rooted in religion. And I'm not going to say only Christianity, because there's more than Christianity out there. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say this. I will never understand why someone would dislike someone for the way that they live their life. You have no footing to stand on. Everyone lives in a glass house. No one person on this earth is perfect. And I say that to say, because it's covering everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can believe in something and not like something that somebody does, but that doesn't stop you from not loving them. That doesn't stop you from not caring about them. Everything in this world is not black and white. Most things are not black and white. You know what I'm saying? And as someone that I have queer family members, and I'm not jiving with that, Dr. Heavenly Kimes. I'm not jiving with that. And I think that she needs to pull back. I think she really needs to pull back, because this is not the first time she's done this with the queer community. She's not the first time that she's done this to anybody that's not like her. Right? So that's why it took me that and I don't care for Gregory Lunsford. It took me a while to watch this episode, because I know what's in the episode. I know what happened behind the scenes. And I did not like that Bravo's production, the production of Married to Medicine, chose to bring an abuser back on this show full time. Because no matter how you feel about Quad Webb, that man never denied that they fought each other. He never denied it. He just reciprocated, well, you were too. So you're trying to say that Quad hit you first? I don't think so. I think she was defending herself. And I'm going to stand on that. Until Quad proves me wrong, I'm going to stand on that. I don't care what anybody says. And the thing about T, I say that she's lightweight obsessed with Quad, but her obsession is always a defense of her husband. And that is where she and Dr. Heavenly Kimes are alike, and that's why they do not get along. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just had to let it out. Heavenly has always been on that line of, what are you talking about? And I'm sorry. She always toes that line like a little kid. I think if I say this, I don't know if I say this, I think what they'll say. And then she comes with apologies. Her apologies don't ever mean anything, because every time she says something slick in her lives or in her videos, she said, I'm going to say this and I'm going to take it back, and she thinks that it's cute. Sometimes it is. But this time, she needs to do way more than apologize. She needs to do way more than just apologize. I don't know what that is, but it's just like Jackie. Jackie has never come out what she did to Buffy, what she's done to her patients that they say that she's done to make them feel unsafe and unwanted and unheard. And she going on this, as Phaedra said, she's going on this train of let me clean up my image. She still has not addressed Black women and how she treated her patients. I never take anything away from Dr. Walters. I've never taken anything away. She's needed in the community. However, no one is above reproach. That goes for every single doctor on this show. That goes for every castmate on any of these Bravo shows that say something slick out their mouth and think that we're just gonna take it. Anyway, let's commence to this episode, and my blood pressure ain't gonna be high because I already know who these people are. Gregory is going to grind my nerves, and I feel bad for her, to be honest with you. I honestly do. I feel a little bit bad for her because I feel she does love this man, and I think that she don't want to check him on TV. Girl, I hope you check him at the house. Quad's house. Anyway, let's get to it. Cecil, you ride hard for Quad. She called you her big brother. She do all of that, right? And I just don't fully understand. You still rock with Gregory. Y'all go golfing. Y'all are friends. Even T said it on her own YouTube page. She said, I got into this group because my husband is still friends with these women's husbands. You ride hard for Quad. I ain't never seen none of y'all pull that man up for what he did to Quad. Y'all coddle Gregory like he's 6 years old and he busted his knee. Cecil, very disappointed, but it tracks. The way that y'all treat Quad and then backtrack and say it's her fault that she don't mess with us when things go down. Like, Quad has all the rights not to mess with y'all. Mind you, Quad got a big head. Quad got a big ego. She thinks she is above it all. She think at that one time she thought she was better than all of y'all. And then she got humbled real quick. But I'm just saying, I just don't like this double talk, man. Even if y'all still wanted to be friends with Gregory, and let's say that it wasn't on camera, I do not believe that any one of them said, why you do that to Quad? Why y'all let it go that far? They never did that. No, nobody can't convince me that they did. And now you're gonna tell him if you're not comfortable in this situation, walk away? He should have never came back. Y'all the one that welcomed him back. He's saying that I apologize. You did not apologize. You did not apologize. Where was the apology? Did I miss it? Did it bypass me? Was I not in the room with the apology? When did he apologize? He said, I did this thing. I shouldn't have did this thing. And it's done. There was no apology. There was no apology. See, this is where it goes left. Because T, you think that you are above Heavenly. You and Heavenly are the same. Because you are on this boat with Phaedra, Chet, your husband, and yourself. 4 of y'all separated from the group. Right? And now, instead of internalizing what's going on with your husband, you talking about Heavenly and how she a senior citizen. And surprisingly enough, Heavenly has not called you not one name yet on this screen. Now, we know things, this is an edited show. We can only talk about what we see. Now, has Heavenly called T different names? Yes, she has. But in this situation, Letitia, I don't know, babe. It's hard for me to feel sorry for you. Contessa, you're saying she's feeling isolated, she's feeling alienated, she's taking hormones. Fine. There is no type, maybe there is a 0.001% of sympathy for her. How are you going to be in this environment and trying to conceive a baby when you are adding fuel to the fire? You and Phaedra, first of all. And I don't even understand how Phaedra calling everybody mean girls and then you leaving. Girl, Heavenly really be killing me. Y'all came here to get healing. Girl, what healing? Y'all don't never heal on these couple trips. Never heal. What it does is add more problems. It brings the problems to light and then y'all get mad all over again. That's what happens on these couples trips. No resolution ever happen. None whatsoever. Apollo and his wife Shireen, y'all just wanted to be on TV. Because what was your purpose? Y'all don't have no purpose on this show. Y'all not even married to medicine, honey. Like, what is the point of this? Phaedra not married to medicine, Apollo, Shireen, like the three of them. What is the point? Now, you can say the same about Quad, but Quad was an OG. So we gonna give her a pass. But my thing is, what was the reason? I'm so confused. Like, what was the reason for all of this? Apollo, you said your wife wasn't coming, but then she came. Heavenly said that she told Phaedra that the man was coming. It all started with you even inviting them, Heavenly. What was the point? This is what we want to know. But Letitia, you cannot answer that question. You cannot ask that question. I mean, you're not the one to ask it at all. Low. Wait one goddamn minute. Apollo Nada. I want you to know that Phaedra Parks does not owe you not one single thing. She don't owe you an apology. She don't, even if that relationship with Chet was an FU, it's gonna be an FU. She don't got no reason to call you except your phone calls unless it's got to do with the president and the vice president, which is your children. Reach out to her for what? You wildin'. Apollo, you are wildin'. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about Phaedra leaving. Because for me, I feel like, are we missing something? Did something else transpire that she feels? Now, quiet as it's kept and not loud as it is, they are mean girls. They are mean girls, right? However, in this whole scenario that we're watching, it really wasn't anything that Phaedra couldn't handle. So why is she blaming everybody else for what Apollo is doing? And then saying that it's their fault. Am I missing something? I don't get it. And need to explain it to me. Because don't play with me. And now listen, Heavenly told her that they were coming. Heavenly said that they had a longer conversation about it. She knew that she was coming, that they were coming, blah, 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 blah. Phaedra could have decided not to go. But she decided to bring Chet, knowing that it is Apollo's friend. I wholeheartedly believe that she knew that I was that man's friend. Even if they wasn't like friends like that, they knew each other, period. But again, Phaedra doesn't owe Apollo anything whatsoever. So I just don't understand where she gets this horse from that she could sit on high and say, y'all are mean girls, y'all didn't support me, and I'm leaving. I'm getting on my private jet and I'm gone. Deuces. I'm so confused. This whole episode has got me so befuddled. My eyebrows is like the whole episode so far. It don't make no sense. This is the reason why she leaves? Child, y'all can miss me with that. We didn't realize how tumultuous their post-divorce. during marriage, pre-marriage. Like, Quad got married on the show, no? Am I like, hello? What in the actual hell are y'all talking about? She had a tumultuous marriage. I cannot pronounce that word. I apologize. During the marriage, they probably only had 2 good years. The last 3, they wasn't even in the same bed. So what I'm trying to say to y'all is, how do y'all not realize that you being friends with Gregory, not pulling him up as a friend to Quad, getting that straight, and then bringing that back into the show and bringing that back into a friendship? Y'all never did that. Y'all have so much hate for Quad, Simone, that you decided to befriend Gregory's wife, bring her on this show, and then talk about, oh, me and Quad are not this, me and Quad are not that, and then got the nerve in your confessionals to talk about y'all didn't realize how tumultuous it was and they cannot be in the same proximity. Man, y'all are trifling. I don't know, man. This whole scenario is Heavenly's fault. I don't care what y'all say. Because Heavenly tried her best to produce this show. She tried to bring Apollo, and she tried to stay on the fact that, well, Phaedra says she's in a good place with Apollo, and Apollo goes to Damon's treatment center, blah, 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 blah. Well, not treatment center, his pain management place or whatever. And it's kind of like, she was like, okay, since they cool, we're going to bring it up and see what really go down. That is what Heavenly did. She did that. And the rest of them did that to Quad. Because what would be the reason for y'all to even think that Quad and Gregory could be in a good place where there's alcohol? They are going to bring up the fact that they had a horrible marriage. And Gregory is a horrible person. Horrible. And I don't never agree with Toya. Never, really. Honestly, I don't. But she is absolutely correct. Couples therapy within this group, for what? Y'all think y'all emotions and y'all things are above everybody else's. Especially if Heavenly and Damon and Cecil and Simone are the ones that is, in charge of this whole situation. I would have been with Toya and been like, let's just ditch this and go to the beach or something. Something else. So we could go be a couple together. Not with them over there trying to tell us what we shouldn't and shouldn't do. I'm with you, Toya, for once. Doesn't this seem familiar? I recall a scene a few seasons back when Quad, I don't remember who it was in the scene, to be honest with you, but it was kind of like a marriage couple, and I think it was like a pastor or something. And Gregory talks to Quad the same exact way. So I've seen a lot of discourse online. This man has not changed his feathers. He has not changed anything. The only thing that changed is that man got gray hair now. That's it. That's all. And I will always not see it for Gregory Lunsford. I will never see it for Dr. Gregory Lunsford. Never. Because y'all welcome that man with welcome arms and see how he treat women. You see how he treat women? Exactly. Listen, Simone is right. When they are needed, they are there, they are present. I'm going to give her that. But they don't do that often. They do it selectively. Hence, Quad Web. That's all I got to say. Is it the rum, Jesus? Because Toya is on to something, baby. Is she not on to something? We say we not mean girls, but we be doing mean girl stuff. We say we not mean girls, but we be doing some effed up crap. We say we not mean girls, but we don't support each other when we need to be supported. It's selective supporting. And you say we not mean girls, and it is mean to not hold somebody accountable that you know that is wrong, Jackie Heavenly, talking about y'all, and you just let them run off of the mouth and say, well, it's not me, it's her when things go left. All of that is mean girl behavior. And I am absolutely annoyed that I am agreeing with Toya. Toya. Y'all got Toya pulling y'all up. Drunk. Because I'm sure she half drunk on that couch. Speaking gospel. Not Toya leading the charge for these people to speak truth into life, honey. I mean, like, Gregory definitely has not done the work. Gregory is still the same. Quad, I hate to say it, but she is lightweight the same. She is going to ask people to take sides as she did and should have when she divorced that man. And they taken into effect that if you consider that girl your friend, why wouldn't you talk to her and say, this is this, that is that? You know what? Scrap all of what I'm about to say. I'm gonna stand on what I always said. Y'all was dead wrong to bring that man back in this group. Dead wrong. And I'm gonna stand on that too. And the preview for next episode is, if I'm gonna pick sides, I'm not choosing you. I don't know who she's talking about, whether it's Quad or Tisha. There's no reason to pick sides. There is none. If you take Gregory out of the equation and Tisha stopped defending her man about what Quad went through in their marriage, they could be gravy. They don't gotta be friends. They could coexist. But the thing about it is, Tisha is going to defend her man down to the ground. When that man was talking to her crazy, she was mic'd up, telling that man to be quiet. Do you think he was quiet? He was not. We saw it. And that's the same way he talked to Quad. I don't know. This episode definitely showed the cracks in what these women always were. Because those flashbacks when Jackie was talking to Heavenly that she's not a medical doctor, Jackie still feels that way. She just enjoys Heavenly's mess. She enjoys it from the sideline. That's exactly what that's what Jackie's show. Heavenly is Jackie's show and mouthpiece when she don't want to get down and dirty. She got down and dirty with Buffy though, because Buffy pulled her card. Anyway, this episode was a 7 for me. This episode definitely showed us who these women really are. I still don't get why Phaedra is so up in arms about Apollo being around when she brought him to the reunion for no reason whatsoever. No one asked to bring Apollo. He had no purpose at that reunion. Why bring him? Heavenly, why bring Apollo to the couples trip? Why? You were being messy. You and Phaedra was being messy. Quad had too much to drink. She started speaking her mind too much. Gregory thought that he could sit down and because I'm this and because I'm that, I could talk to King any type of way. I'm a doctor. You a car dealership owner. We are different. Gregory thinks he's above it all. He is not. And this episode shows exactly who I always thought he was. It didn't take me much time. At that reunion and in those previous seasons, when he was at that reunion, we went up to them rooms with some girls. Previous one, don't talk to me crazy. Like, come on, man. Y'all was dead wrong for bringing that man back in this group. Production, y'all was dead wrong for bringing that woman back into this show. And the fact that Quad is still here on this show, I don't even know what that means because I wouldn't be here. I'm like, the only thing I agree with Jackie, don't bring no exes around me. If I was Quad, I would stay a friend of this show because there's no reason for me to have any type of interaction with a man that used to hit on me and used to verbally abuse me. Absolutely not. Anyway, everybody's truth has to come out sometime, and I guess this is Married to Medicine's season of that. These last 2 seasons has shown that these women, because they're doctors, does not mean that they are not above reproach. Anyway, guys, this is my live reaction to this episode. There's a lot of things going on behind the scene, as I discussed in the beginning of this episode. Heavenly done talking outside of crazy, the side of her mouth, per usual. But this time, I think she need to take a step back. All right, guys. I still love this show, though. God, I still love this show. But I am here. I'm going to continue to watch. And hopefully they learn from their mistakes this time for real. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Like the video. It promotes the channel. It promotes all the other OGs that are on this channel and the new and upcoming channels just like mine. Comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.